If you could give everyone listening to this podcast like one AI skill they absolutely need to master right now, and not the sexiest thing, not the most hyped thing, what would it be?
Agentic AI and learning how to operate AI agents and build out AI agents for different systems and workflows is going to be one of the most beneficial things for not only your company, as it, like I said earlier, will increase the amount of output for a short or a small amount of input of time. It also will increase the reliability as well.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the AI SEO Insider Podcast. My name is Chris Ralph. I'm an AI SEO expert and also the founder of Boulder SEO Marketing, an AI SEO agency here in beautiful and sunny Boulder, Colorado. This podcast cuts through the AI hype and features people getting real results. If you're a marketing professional, business owner, SEO expert, or agency owner trying to figure out how AI fits into your strategy, you are in the right place. My guests and I talk about implementations, results, training, and practical tactics you can use immediately. Today, I'm talking with Jack Pronger, co-CEO of Phlare, an AI learning platform that's solving a problem every content creator faces. How do you keep educational content current when AI is evolving faster than we can record webinars? Jack, you reached out about me becoming a contributor on Phlare, which got me thinking about the bigger challenge. Educational content going stale. This is especially critical for GEO, generative engine optimization, because when AI platforms like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, etc. cite outdated information, you lose credibility fast. Also, talking about educational content, before I forget, on December 9th, 2025, hosting our AI SEO and GEO online summit, we discuss how to master the future of search with world-class AI, SEO, and GEO experts. 100% free. The link below in the description field. Jack, welcome to the AI SEO Insider Podcast. Before we dive in, tell us a bit about yourself and Phlare.
Yeah, so thanks for having me first and foremost. Thank you for the introduction too. So a little bit more about myself. So yeah, I'm one of the co-founders at Phlare, an e-learning and ed tech platform looking to connect AI experts in each given business domain to small to medium-sized businesses and individuals looking to upskill in the AI space and also help their organizations not only upskill, but help implement different automations and different workflows throughout different business sectors and different departments. And you'll be able to do that through our platform through many different ways with bite-sized micro-learning, through video content, coding exercises, quizzes, assignments, stuff like that, but also with a one-on-one consulting feature to go out and actually assign consulting hours to employees or going in yourself as an individual to upskill, ask questions, consult, help with implementation, automation, stuff like that.
Awesome. Let me tell you the reason why I'm so interested in talking to you about what we're talking about, right? So we have 5 kids. My youngest, she is in her second year in college in communications. Colleges, they're, in my opinion, they're not up to speed in terms of teaching AI. So I'm actually going to have her intern at my company and just shadow my marketing people, my staff, how we use AI, because it's advancing so rapidly. So one problem, in my opinion, is that AI advances so fast. In traditional educational places, they're behind. That's just, in my opinion, a fact, right? And then also another thing is that if you hang out on LinkedIn, as I do every day, there's so many people like me that test things. You know, they are excited about AI, they learn things, and they share the information, but it's in a very disorganized way of people sharing information. So I'm really interested to hear, what can you bring to the table to bring a little bit method, to the madness that's going on here. So that being said, Jack, I've got courses on platforms like Thinkific, and honestly, it drives me crazy trying to keep them updated. I'll teach something about AI overviews, and then 2 months later, Google changes how they work. How does Phlare, your platform, actually solve this problem?
Yeah, so like you mentioned, AI is getting updated on a week-to-week basis, and new features are getting rolled out throughout all these different companies on a day-to-day basis even. With our platform, the whole premise of it is to break down this learning into bite-sized material where you'll be able to go in as an expert to consistently update the content, where it's not like a 40-hour, 50-hour masterclass where people don't necessarily have the time, nor do they want to take a 50-hour course over the span of 3 months. This just allows for people to get in, get out, and absorb the information that they can directly apply into their day-to-day workflows the very next day after taking these one-on-one or very short courses, where they can go into and consult with these experts. In solving this problem, we're also rolling out some new features that allow for the instructors to communicate with one another, and also some features where we can start sending out the most relevant information in the AI space to all of our instructors to make sure that they're not only updating their material, but creating more courses on this specific use cases and tools that companies are actively looking to implement into their day-to-day automations or workflows, or just toolkit in general.
Awesome. Hey, why should I host my content on your platform versus on, let's say, chrisralph.com?
Yeah, so that's a great point. Just in terms of some benefits that we have, the whole premise of this is to condense as much expertise into one area, where we'll be bringing on companies as clients, small to medium-sized businesses, and individuals. So we'll be able to market individual categories and subcategories, and also individual instructors through instructor spotlights to really broaden their voice and their reach in the AI space, to almost push them as a leading voice in the space. So it will allow for multiple different marketing channels while you sit back, create great course content, host one-on-one office hours, and just allow us to really drive and hone in on the traffic that's coming into the platform for you to see revenue start to roll in, and obviously teach very, very high quality skill sets to these people that are actively looking to integrate and upskill in these places.
Awesome. So I'm not going to lie, I see a lot of garbage AI educational content out there, right? People are just having ChatGPT regurgitate generic advice without actually doing the work or getting real results. How does a platform like Phlare ensure your instructors actually have hands-on experience? How do you quality control the explosion of educational content that may get published on your platform?
Yeah. So there's multiple different checks and balances that we have put in place. So first and foremost, obviously, you'll have to submit a instructor application where our internal team will go ahead and review and just go ahead and vet just your background in the AI space to make sure that you have the qualifications and also skill set and toolkit to go in and teach these companies that are actively looking to upskill, and also individuals. And then in terms of the quality of the course material, we do a lot of in-house work and working with our instructors to produce the most high quality material. It totally depends on how much they would like to lean on our internal team. But in terms of making sure that everything's quality, we do have checks and balances when course material gets submitted to our platform. We're able to intricately go in and review the material, make sure that it relates back to the category and the topic, and that all of the information is synthesized and is relevant to the specific topic or task you're teaching about.
Okay, awesome. So I'm a bit skeptical of most online certifications. In my opinion, a lot of them, they're like patient trophies. What makes a Phlare certificate different? Are employers actually recognizing these?
So with our certifications, the way that they're structured is after taking each individual course, you'll then be recognized as an expert in that specific field under that specific instructor, and that will be accredited by our platform, and you'll be able to post that on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, multiple different social media channels where employees, employers, or people looking to hire in the space will accredit and obviously look into your background and see that you've taken course material and are active in the space while also having high quality and high profile skills in a specific business domain or sector.
Awesome. All right. So here's something I've discovered teaching at the University of Strasbourg, France. It's an online degree. People can watch tutorials all day, but until they actually implement, nothing sticks, in my opinion. How does Phlare bridge that gap?
Yeah. So the way that we have the platform structured is actually to solve that specific problem. Like you mentioned, people can watch video content, take as many quizzes as they'd like, but when it comes to live help and questions that they have taking the material, we actually have our experts and instructors available for consulting hours or office hours to help with those intricate finite questions that you may have for your specific use case on how to properly implement these tools, and also skill sets into not only your job, but personal life as well. So it combines all different learning styles and allows for a full suite of learning tools, not only for the individuals, but also the companies and also the instructors as well.
Awesome. Uh, Quick side question. Have you thought about potentially teaming up with high schools, colleges, etc.? As I mentioned earlier on, I think they're falling behind very rapidly. Is that something that you guys already have looked into?
That's something that we're actively discussing. But in terms of high schools and colleges, obviously there's so much information that you can absorb taking classes and degrees there. But the whole premise and purpose of this platform is there's busy professionals that don't necessarily have the time of day to take long courses, whether that's in college or long multiple hour courses online. This just allows for us to synthesize the most relevant information into a short period of time where they can absorb and consume as much knowledge as possible that is ready to then implement into their day-to-day workflows, maybe the next day or the next week.
Okay, makes sense. So I'm obsessed with GEO, generative engine optimization, getting content to rank not just in Google, but in large language models such as ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, etc. Right? Are you seeing AI education content behave differently across these platforms?
I mean, in terms of AI generated material for SEO matters, my biggest thing that I'm looking into now is actually how our platform and other websites populate on these LLMs such as ChatGPT or Claude, because that is going to be the new search engine for a lot of people. A large majority of people are already using ChatGPT and these other models on a day-to-day basis to just get essential information, just asking questions like, what should I eat this morning? Stuff like that. So getting your company or your website to actually populate into ChatGPT or Claude would be a massive benefit, just as search optimization and like you said, GEO continues to obviously become more and more relevant. So that's definitely something that we are actively looking into and definitely looking to teach and push on the platform, as that's going to be a huge opportunity for companies to grow.
Awesome. So if someone invests time and money into Flare, what does success look like? Let's say 6 months later, are they getting promotions, landing clients, building AI-powered businesses? How do you define success? I know it's a broad question, but love to hear your answer.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of defining success as a user or an instructor, the whole premise of the platform obviously is to push AI adoption across the world. So that can be whatever the given domain that you're interested in, whether that's web development and using tools like Lovable or Cursor to create a fully scalable and ready website in under 30 minutes, or let's just say using a tool like Data Rails to create financial models for your company in less than 30 minutes. There's so many different tools that you can master, but the whole premise of this is that it's very quick and easy to learn so that you can then master a whole suite of skill sets that you can go into your job or day-to-day workflows and really feel confident and comfortable using all of the tools that are on the market. And obviously, as tools evolve and then reshape the workplace, making sure that you'll be able to integrate and use them for multiple different facets as well.
Awesome. So you're building a platform to teach people about AI. How much AI are you using within Phlare itself to personalize learning paths or generate exercises?
Yeah. So what we've found best is that people love to learn from people, not necessarily learning AI from AI, because like you said, there's a lot of AI junk up there. But I mean, with something like this, we are actively implementing AI into our platform to generate those learning paths as people purchase material, search in the search bar what they're interested in. We're having our models obviously go in and then formulate different bundled courses, stuff like that, recommended instructors and experts, and then also recommended tools as well.
Awesome. Let me see. I got a lot of questions. What's the biggest misconception people have about learning AI right now? What's the pushback that you hear about potentially?
Yeah, I mean, other than learning tools like ChatGPT, like the very baseline tools, it gets very daunting for people to actually go in and feel like, okay, is this something that I can actually trust and actually then go ahead and implement, or will it hallucinate and provide me with invalid answers? But it really all comes down and breaks down to the matter that if you know how to properly take the basics of prompting, stuff like that, and apply it to these tools that are so powerful, you'll be able to increase the amount of output and daily output for a minimized amount of input of time. So it really totally depends on starting from the basics and then working your way up to an expert in terms of whatever business domain that you're really looking to upskill in.
Awesome. AI is moving insanely fast. Last month, I was on Mount Kilimanjaro for 8 days without internet access. Drove me crazy because I was not able to keep up on information. I had a little bit of internet access, right? It's moving insanely fast. I've pivoted my entire agency focus over the past year to accommodate GEO and AI overviews. Where's Phlare heading in the next 12 to 18 months? And how's your FOMO if you don't have internet access for a couple of days?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of where we are heading, we're looking to become the all-in-one solution for AI adoption across all different business domains to not only teach different tools and how they work, but also how you can properly integrate them into your company or to your day-to-day workflows with those live office hours. But in terms of the FOMO of no internet access, that obviously can be frightening at times, but I always have my phone on or on my computer at all hours of the day. So I don't know how I would really handle that, just missing out on information that, like you said, comes out on a day-to-day basis.
And we're slaves to these
Yeah.
things, unfortunately. The one AI skill that matters most, if you could give everyone listening to this podcast like one AI skill they absolutely need to master right now, not the sexiest thing, not the most hyped thing, what would it be?
I mean, that totally depends on where you are with your journey and your learning journey. And also depends on what sector that you're interested in learning about. But for me specifically, and obviously for a lot of people that are looking to operate agentic AI and learning how to operate AI agents and build out AI agents for different systems and workflows is going to be one of the most beneficial things for not only your company, as it, like I said earlier, will increase the amount of output for a short or a small amount of input of time. It also will increase the reliability as well.
Awesome. Hey, Jack, this has been incredibly valuable. The problem of keeping educational content current is something I think about constantly. Time permitting, you'll find me on Phlare, hopefully in the not so distant future. Where can people find you and Phlare if they want to learn more about the platform?
Yeah, so all you need, we're across all different social channels. You'll just type in Phlare, Phlare official, and our platform link is phlare.org. And then obviously those links will be in the description. So
Awesome. Hey, Jack, I had a blast talking with you about a very timely topic, in my opinion. I hope people learn something new. Again, Chris Rolfe here. You're listening to the AI SEO Insider Podcast. As always, stay safe and healthy. And yeah, I hope you learned something new. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.